Nandafalván hangja. Önismeret, spirituális kultúra, egészség, fenntarthatóság.
Főnix Mária osztrák zenész, mantraénekes, zeneszerző, jógi. 3 felnőtt lánya van, a legnagyobb Németországban él, színésznő. Nandafalvára véletlenül jutott el, márha valaki hisz a véletlenekben. Ez a kis fatüzelésű kályha bőven befűti a lakókocsit. Örömmel mutatja meg otthonát. A konyha nagyon hangulatos és jól felszerelt, finom fahéjas gyömbéres teával kínál. A képen német jógamesterével láthatjuk. Főnix megmutatja hangszergyűjteményét, a banszuri hagyományos indiai bambuszfuvola. Az életéről kérdezem.
4 years ago I have renovated in springtime, and then so it's nearly 4 years now that I am living inside. For everybody that is attracted to the nomadic life, that you have to be aware that you're leaving behind your peer, your family, your social network, everything is very far away or just available online. And the people you meet, they will be very friendly, and it's going to be exciting, but there will be new people, so deepening of relationship takes years, and this you come to realize when you are a nomad. So my personal approach is to study scriptures and to attend teachings of masters, and then my artistic approach is to provide an atmosphere of authentic love, authenticity, of security also for people to feel welcome, to feel accepted, and to open this gate in the heart for the love to shine. Started with Christianity, of course, as a cultural background that I grew up in. In grammar school, basically, both my parents weren't religious. My father was an academic, and my mother was very busy as a mother of 3, and at the same time having a job. So there was not much space for religion. Yet in grammar school, I touched the Bible and was deeply touched and moved by the stories of Jesus Christ. As a young man, early 20s, I touched Buddhism and opened the door to Eastern spirituality, reading scriptures or let's say secondary secondary scriptures, interpretations of Tibetan Buddhist monks. And at the age of 30, I was baptized, again as a Christian, with little, let's say, passage through the Catholic Church. There wasn't very much sympathy on either side, but a lot of curiosity. Yeah. And then, let's say mid-30s, I started to reunite with more Eastern traditions. And then a very powerful impulse came from India, as many times before. There was culture coming from India. I think the most crucial influence and the most intense studying came at in my mid-40s, when life kind of took me apart, took away everything that was dear to me, partner, band, way of living. Everything was kind of deconstructed, and leading me towards Rudolf Steiner, which then opened the door to a spirituality that would be very inclusive, going deep into the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, and at the same time a lot of very profound insight into the Bible and the teachings, the mystical teaching, the mystical background of the Bible. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. It's very tempting to use the music as means to entertainment, but it's devotional music, which means you, your voice, and God. You can try very silent. I'll give you an example. Hare Krishna, Krishna, everybody. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Yes, we are. Hare, Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Ho, Hare Hare.
And how the music has arrived to your life?
Oh. It's a long story, but to summarize, that my music abilities wouldn't allow me to become a musician, and that anyway being an artist wouldn't provide a meal for my family. So at the age of 40, all this longing and appreciation and that being attracted to music finally accumulated with me starting a mantra band. And I was at the time cooperating with a young musician, a guitar player, and I played percussion. And then in the middle of one concert, he stood up and left with a good-looking woman, leaving me behind without the ability to guide songs. And at that point, it was very clear that I needed to continue and deepen my knowledge and learn to play. Yeah.
And do you remember the moment when you first felt that you wanted to live like this here in a caravan? Was there any example?
I think it was very early in life that I realized that a career as a lawyer, as I said before, let's say solid bourgeois life that my parents lived, with a house, car, a dog, kids, was not the experience that I was longing for. I already had it as a kid, with my parents showing me this lifestyle and the comfort of it, but it wasn't, it didn't really trigger my curiosity. And later I started my own family with two lovely daughters that are also grown now. And when my youngest was a teenage girl and she started to become more independent, I suddenly realized that, oh wow, what is going to happen now that I will be not needed as a father, or so much needed in presence, and then I remembered dreams of a nomadic life. This year I'm touring 12 different nations in Central Europe, from Greece to France.
What does the mantra mean to you? Because you are a mantra singer.
Yes. So mantra is for me it's the Sanskrit word for prayer, for a powerful articulation of our love for God, and also of the answer of God. Because the Sanskrit, as you know in mythology, it's a God-given language, goddess-given actually, and I feel when I'm using prayer, there is many very powerful prayers of very profound and traditions, religions. We can use old Hebrew prayer, chanting Hallelujah. We can use the ancient Sanskrit chants. We can use chants that derive from traditions from North American tribes. We can also, with great respect to the word itself, create our own mantras. And I feel that Sanskrit specifically offers one chance, that it is transcending cultural borders. I feel in this present moment, when I'm singing a Sanskrit mantra, with an understanding of the meaning and sincerity in approach, then I can sing this same mantra with nations all over Europe. And me traveling 12 different nations this year, I understand the need to transcend cultural borders, to bring the same mantra. And English is nice, but I feel much more power within tradition and in Sanskrit. Every time that you start a song, that you deeply focus on a reading that was inspiring you, or something that is content of the mantra, what you're chanting. So you are choosing a worthy thought, not something that comes in your mind automatically because of the situation, but you're choosing something that comes from outside, from the spirit, and you stay with your focus, with your concentration on that. And then the exercise of singing becomes a means to transport this, to express it, to empower what you have done before. So first cleaning, then setting your focus, your intention on a spiritual worthy thing, and then the action itself, the singing.
How was the concert at Nandafalván?
I was deeply touched by the presence of God. Krishna was so supportive. It's like literally I felt his presence behind me every time. I was a bit worried, what's the next song gonna be, how I'm gonna fit the Maha Mantra inside. He kind of rests his arm on my shoulder and said, relax into it. And thus it unfolded. And not only the songs, but also the stories, the inspiration that I gave to the people before we started chanting. There was not a plan that I fulfilled, that I was kind of, okay, did this song, this story, but it came. It was like something whispered in my ears, and it just happened.
Ha tetszett a videó, iratkozz fel a csatornánkra. Hamarosan újabb tartalmakkal jelentkezünk. További videókért kövess minket itt a YouTube-on, kattints a feliratkozásra.